Repay to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and repay to God what belongs to God. Let's talk about Caesar today. I think about it, and that most of us think that the major sin of the world are our personal sins. But the major sin of the world is the corporate and institutional establishment. When we think about that, those are the things in our world. Most of them seek domination and control. And I think this is what Paul was talking about when it came to the world and the flesh. Another word might be the system, or that some people find the movie, I think that's why people find the movie The Matrix popular, because they know there's some basic truth there. Or as I kidded, the man has got you down. And the evil in those systems pervade. And what they are, when you look at it, why is it all right for the establishment to go to war and for murder for an individual to be wrong? Why is it okay to lie to protect the establishment, and lying for a person is a sin? These corporations, these institutions are establishments, are full of hypocrisy. We all live in them. Can't avoid it. This is where the devil mainly lives. And I just think, I hate to promote, or I hate talking about individuals, and I'm not promoting this person by any means, but I think of Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. And he was very seductive because he posed this question: do we control the world, or does the world control us? And the smart person knows the answer. Half the battle is knowing what is going on. So many people are ignorant as to what's happening. But his solution was to fight evil with evil. He became evil itself. What he hated, he became. Now, other people's solution is to pull out of the world, to avoid the world. Many histories replete with many people trying to set up utopias, only once again to be a utopia of dominance and control. Jesus was not of this world. He lived in the world, and he faced the world. He faced the harshest reality, the violence of the world. And he took it on. And instead of becoming evil himself, he absorbed it. And he transformed it. And in the process, he was transformed, the resurrection, and the people around him were transformed, the resurrection. Let us not be naive. I think of John Foley, and he's a Jesuit, and he was like trying to deal with, he had these friends that were agnostic. Should he remain friends with them? The world does have a lot to teach us. And he learned from those agnostics, and he in turn taught them. It's not that he saw them as his source. He saw his source as God. He saw his need to recharge with the Eucharist and with the people of God to help him. We have to be careful that our own institution, which at times it has been focused on domination and control. Who's in and who's out? Instead, Pope Francis is so right. We need to get off our high horse and become a field hospital. The truth of the matter is that many people are beaten down by the system. They eventually live desperate lives. And we have the truth and the freedom. We have Christ, who teaches us how to be free, to enjoy life, to not let the system keep us down. How do we do that? Many people try to do this on their own. It only beats them down. They don't have the source. They don't have God, the Eucharist, the people that constantly recharge us. We need solidarity in facing the world. We cannot do it alone. It will not work. The challenge for us, how do we do it? In my life, how I've done it in my life, how I've had integrity, and not that I do that perfectly, is by getting support from the Eucharist and from other people, consistently turning to them with, what do I do in this situation when my integrity is being challenged to be compromised? How do I deal with in this situation when the institution wants me to lie? Many people live and give in and are even full of pride in what they do. We need to turn and get support so that we don't, in turn, become evil itself, that we may learn to absorb and to transform through Christ in the way that he lived his life. We may do that in our life, and that we have to consistently do that on a day-to-day level. Let us be about that in our life.